Guys, Bitcoin has dropped after opening the day positive. Bitcoin is currently dropping, and as Bitcoin is currently bullish, obviously still expecting higher, still actually having every single support level still intact. I'm going to be looking for my next long. However, as a trader, I also, by the way, guys, just to be very, very transparent, I did take a little scalpy short on Bitcoin. Now, again, whenever I trade Bitcoin, I don't really have an opinion on it. I don't really let my trades kind of reflect what I think about the asset because I don't really care about Bitcoin essentially as an asset. However, as I try to day trade and also make my living, trading Bitcoin, I can still hold my longs from lower. I can be bullish expecting higher, and also as I said, like we got all support still intact. However, for the 15-minute time frame, little time frames, with us having this section of the chart still again, the ability of building up a strategy with it, I did short Bitcoin, a very simple one, by the way, guys. Here it is. I think if I'm not mistaken, let me look for it. Yeah, the one at the top, the one taken from 79k. Basically, a very simple idea. We had seen the value area high being lost, and also the idea of how shorts were entering and the potential of reverting and reversing the value area high of the previous day to the value area low of the previous day too. So if I quickly show you guys how the order flow looks like, I can see the amount of longs entering and the inability of those longs to actually push price higher. So again, it's a very local scalpy strategy that I teach. So again, I'm only here trying to make money with this trade. However, again, me taking a little short scalp strategy on Bitcoin, or position based on my strategy, does not mean that we should not be looking to long Bitcoin. Does not mean we should not be expecting higher. And also, more importantly, we should make sure that even if we were to take these lovely scalpy shorts on WEEX, because obviously, as I said, WEEX does allow us to have both the longs and shorts open simultaneously, we have to make sure to not close my longs or our longs if you have any. And again, I would love to now cover, now that I've said that I did short Bitcoin a little bit, I will cover every single potential idea. We got the NY session going. I'm going to be covering every little potential and big even potential long position ideas. The first one and the closest setup, by the way, guys, is very, very close to us, because here we got the anchored view up from the bottom, from the beginning of this local little downtrend or uptrend that was started from, I'd say, 75.5, and we also got this tiny bit of liquidity, and again, it may be of importance to us. So I'm going to be first of all looking at the reaction and watching out the reaction at, I'd say, 78.5, 78.4. This is my first level of interest. If Bitcoin gets there again and holds this level and with a good order flow, even though it's not the best, greatest, to be honest, scalp long opportunity, I could take it, because obviously Bitcoin is bullish. So any little scalpy long could give us an amazing return. However, obviously, just to be very honest and transparent, it does mathematically lean towards this being lost. If 78.4 is lost and we fully rotate from the value area high, hold my short, lose 78.4, we then should be expecting 77 to 76.3 to be actually my best and bigger and better idea to potentially look for a long. So I'd say that it's either a little tiny scalp long at 78.4, or the more probable outcome of getting the full rotation lower and then fully rotating to the POC, to the high volume area, and towards the value area low. So it's either in between 77 to 76.3, or maybe a bit of a scalpier one where Bitcoin gets super, super bullish, holds this level, and randomly gets back above 79. If that happens, then we can expect maybe going to 86 immediately. But if that is lost, we then have to wait for 77. And obviously, if we lose 78.4, lose then 77 to 76.4, we then may get to see Bitcoin back at 71. So again, we should never be predicting or expecting or guessing or guesstimating where Bitcoin is going. Just simply applying our strategies, holding the winners if they're longs from the bottom, holding the winners if they're shorts from the top, and then just apply, rinse and repeat every strategy that I teach. Again, as I said, the order flow is a bit bearish for the time being, so we can expect maybe a little bit of a drop. We either get to 78.4, good reaction, take the trade, bad reaction, wait for 77, and at that level we could be also taking a lovely trade on week.